I'm already thinking about tomorrow, and then this week only has 4 working days, so it should get over soon. So let's just hope that things get better. Okay. So how many are excited for Gandhi Jayanti this week? We're getting a leave on Friday. After a really long time actually. I didn't I was expecting it for a long time now. So yeah, so basically today we are discussing about the happiness thing, and again this is a very mainstream conversation. So how many of you are excited for Gandhi Jayanti this week? We have a week extra off, so we can really have fun. It's going to be a long weekend, and yeah, I'm really sorry for my bad voice. I have a bad cold, but much better actually. No corona. And she's doing well. So guys, do you want to know who Sonika is? Hi Sonika.
Hi, how you doing?
Great. I was just waiting for you to get online. Finally, you're here.
I was trying it through the laptop. I couldn't send you a request through that.
Yeah. So Sonika, we all want to know who is Sonika Chopra.
I've had a very, checkered life with lots of interesting twists and turns. So that's a very difficult question to answer in a quick one sentence. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready for the joyride. So I've been a lot of things. I am a lot of things. I started my career as a copywriter in advertising. Uh,
Nice.
yeah, I was in a very big agency called JWT. Then I became the youngest creative director at the age of 25, and I quit to become an actor. And then I became an actor. I've been part of some television shows and web series and films and done some modeling campaigns. I also did theater and I became a professional MC.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I decided to do something completely out of the box because my life demanded it. And now I'm also a life coach and a personal counselor. I do workshops on happiness, and I'm very, very interested in taking this forward. The funny thing is, people, when they shift from one career to another, they leave the previous one and move to the next. In my case, I keep adding. So I've not stopped being an actor. I'm still an MC. I'm still modeling sometimes. And at the same time, also, I counsel people. I do workshops for corporate organizations. I'm doing some sessions for a school, a student body, Women Entrepreneurs Society, a club very soon. In the next 1 month, I have all these things coming up. So it's an interesting life. In the lockdown, I've also written my first book, published my first.
Wow.
Yeah, so like I said, I have my hands in various pies.
So
Sometimes,
has your book already published, Sonika?
yes, it's called Top Mind Secrets to Having a Good Working Day.
Okay. Okay. So that's interesting. Yeah, we should definitely try and get that book. Is it available in Amazon or any
Yes,
links?
yes, it's on Amazon. I'll share the link with you.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So,
Yes.
Sonika, so what led you to be a happiness and life coach?
That's what I said. It was definitely not a life plan, but life has plans which are different from ours. So I was quite quite content being an actor and a lot of other things. But then about 6, 7 years ago, I realized that life is the way life is today. People like you and me sitting in our homes, having internet, having a phone, having a laptop, having, electricity, AC, food on the table, a little bit of money in the bank. We don't have any right to be complaining, and yet we are the people who are depressed and have mental health issues, and we have suicidal tendencies, and we have heart attacks at the age of 25, you know. So I felt that how life worked very well in our parents' times, times have changed, and that style of life does not work in our day and age. I
Yeah.
felt that I needed to find a better way of living life. I wanted to be happier, and I didn't want to be part of the rat race forever, you know. I didn't want to, उसने ये कैंपेन किया, उसने ये फिल्म कर ली, उसने ये टीवी शो कर दिया, उसको ये डेजिग्नेशन मिल गई, उसको ये कार मिल गई. I said, my God, my whole life will get over in, you know,
It's
just
endless.
I was very clear that I wanted to get out of the rat race. I didn't want other people to decide what I should be doing with my life. I didn't want society to dictate, you know, when I should marry, what work I should do. Like, I had so much resistance when I wanted to be an actor because, you know, people thought that it's not something that girls from good families do and stuff like that. I wanted to change all that. I was like, you know, who is anybody else to decide what our life should be? And if I keep catering to other people's desires, what about my own desires? So there were a lot of these questions which used to bother me a lot. And I decided to start finding a better way of living life. And you know, when the student is ready, the master appears. And I started finding friends and friends took me to other friends, and those friends suggested books and some videos and some mentors and some gurus. And so about 3 4 years I remember I didn't do much else. I just like the PhD degree I was following. You know, every online course, offline course, every book, every video, every, you know, you name it,
Yeah.
I've done. The Sadhguru I've done, the Art of Living I've done, Tony Robbins I've done, Gary Vee I've done, you know, all the international, Louis Hay, I got certified, I became a trainer. I did the whole hog, you know, I was so sucked into this whole, you know, the mind management systems and how the mind works, the spirituality, the religion, the this and that. I just wanted to know everything. So, of course, the study is, I realized that study is a lifelong thing. It's not going to come to an end. But what happened is I started changing some aspects of my life, and then some friends and some family. And then my husband, who's a complete left brain, he asked me to help him with some, you know, office stress and stuff, and that worked for him. And then he said, "My God, what you've got is very, very important. So what are you doing with this?" So he helped me and he pushed me, and he, you know, we created the Happy Path, a brand with logo and website and company, and then we started going to other countries. We've been to America and Canada and Malaysia and UK, about 13 cities in India, lots of corporate organizations, clubs, societies, universities, schools. So we've done a lot of workshops, and now it's a very interesting journey. You know,
Awesome.
suddenly with the lockdown, everybody's talking about mental health and happiness and things like that. So, मेरा तो नया vertical खुल रहा है, you know. I'm like now I'm going online in a big way. In the lockdown, I've conducted about 19 webinars, 6 workshops. I've
Superb.
addressed 2,700 audience members, so it's been very
Yeah.
busy. Quite a very interesting lockdown period also, because you know a lot of people are wanting uh, to understand new things, and they're now taking time to get into study of things which they never thought that they would need. You know, when you have like normal life and you have normal business and school and office and college, you don't think about, you know,
Yeah.
things like, is my happiness important? Is my health important? You know, why are these things happening? What is this lockdown bringing up? But people don't realize that when something, see, when uh, I generally believe that when human people, we create too much issues, na? When there's too much environment pollution, too many problems, too much stress, too many depression, too many challenges, then nature takes over. कि तुमको मैंने दिया था, I've given you an opportunity to, you know, fix things. You couldn't fix anything, so now I'm going to take over, and I'm going to fix a lot of things, you know. So I find this whole thing very interesting. It's been very what shall I say? Personally, also for me, it's been challenging, it's been enriching, it's been very educative. I have also asked myself a lot of questions which I never imagined I would. But yeah, I think that's the whole point. People think that, array, when things go back to normal, it will be so beautiful. But I think it's very important that people should understand this is happening for a reason. वो लोग देख नहीं रहे. People are not seeing that this is happening for a reason. They're like, अरे ये कब खत्म होएगा, कब हम normal हो जाएंगे. We don't understand this is happening because that normal was not working. We need to get prepared for a different way of living. We need to make those changes. Like nature is waiting for us to make changes in our lives, and only then will life come back to normal. So people are
Yeah.
like, 2020 go bahar bhagao. I'm waiting for 2021. Nothing is going to happen suddenly in 2021. कुछ ऐसे miracle थोड़ी ना होने वाला है.
When the lockdown initially happened, we all were like totally new to the process, and then it took a very huge toll on many people's life. So we are
Yeah,
extremely privileged to have been sitting here and talking over
that's
it.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. None of
Yeah,
us, none of us have a justified reason to complain, even if we are just sitting at home. If we are
yeah,
sitting at home, we have food, we have water, we have electricity, we are safe from, the crazy virus outside, but that's it. This is the biggest blessing, and we don't, now I'm seeing, I talk to people, and, people call for counseling sessions, and I'm doing them online, and I talk to them and they're like, I just want to get out. I just want to get out. People don't realize that now is the most dangerous time because,
yeah,
because of the economy, because of financial reasons, people have to step out. So if you're stepping out for work, there's nothing that can be done. There's no choice there. But for social reasons, for claustrophobic reasons, we should not step out. It's very important that each one of us is responsible enough to stay at home. So the thing is, people are like, "Arey, I can't sit anymore at home." The thing is, we are being made to sit at home because we have to face something within ourselves. And
yeah.
when we can't face it, we are like, chalo, chalo, let's get out. So there are like a lot of families that have never spent so much time together.
Okay.
And now that they're sitting like now, the father can't get along with the mother can't stand the father is shouting at the children, the mother is shouting at the father who's shouting at the children are shouting at the mother because she's not understanding. So, uh, so the whole family needs to actually sit and thrash out the problems. But what
Yeah.
the family is doing is saying, chalo, chalo, let's go out somewhere because it's becoming so difficult to stay at home you know so the exact thing that we need to change and that the lockdown is forcing us to do that we are not ready to make those changes so that actually is a I don't know, I feel like shaking people and saying nay, you're supposed to sit at home, find solutions to the problems, don't run away from them. But
Yes.
that's awareness level is so low that
Mm.
the thing is, if nature is forcing us to sit down, pause, look within ourselves, look at our relationships, look at our relationship dynamics, that means something needs to be changed.
Yes.
And if we are not open to that concept, then there is just definite doom. ऐसी फैमिली में आगे चल के कभी पीस और हैप्पीनेस नहीं हो सकती है.
नहीं मिलेंगे.
Right now we are being forced to change. A lot of dynamics in my own house have changed. My family dynamics have completely changed in the last 6 months. And you know, because I'm aware and I understand that this is happening for a reason, so I'm taking it, although I have to admit it's not easy. It's not easy. Any change is not easy. And big change, definitely not easy. And change between people, absolutely not easy. You know. So I'm very, very blasé and open and bindas and vulnerable, and I say these are issues, these problems have to come up. But the thing is, are you ready to take on the problems and say, okay, I will cry, I will fight, I will shout, I will whatever, and then I will work hard to find the peace? or
Yeah.
change the dynamic or find a balance. Okay, this is what I want and this is what I'm willing to give in return. So, there are a lot of things that we need to change. So, the way I see the perspective with which I'm seeing the lockdown is very different, and I also feel that a lot of, like, when I talk to a lot of people, so they're like business people who are getting back to work. They're very depressed that I don't know how the economy is going, whether we'll start making money, whether people will come back to work. See, all of us have to keep a very, it all depends on our attitude. Like, even in the lockdown, everybody's saying, the whole economy is crashing and all. But look at people around us. The grocery guy who I order stuff from, the minimum order I give him is 5,000 bucks. So he's making a lot of money, and that I am one person out of 200 flats. If I'm spending 5,000 bucks every week, so imagine how much money he's making, right?
Yeah.
My grocery guy, the veggies, the fruit, the milk, the this and that. All these people are making money. So even in a bad economy, there somewhere their attitude must be, okay, chalo, now we have to make money, right?
Yeah.
Will make money, money will happen, I will become richer, whatever. There's something is right about the attitude. That's why when the whole country is going through an economic crisis, these people are still making money and becoming richer. I know somebody in my building, he's about to open a new showroom because business has
Oh.
boomed so much into food stuff and all, but his business has boomed so much, he can't handle just phone orders. He has to open a new store. He's opening a new store. He's creating a new brand. He's, hiring more people. I said, wow, the whole economy is crashing. Your business is all. So, but I realized that somewhere his attitude must be that I am going to make money. So the attitude with which we go back to work, is going to dictate a lot of things. So people say happiness. I'm like, it's up to you. You
Yeah.
ask yourself, this is a lot of people are saying, great time with the family and also they are happy. And there are some people who are like, oh, hey, Bhagwan, how much time can I spend with my wife? I can't stand up for 1 hour. So they are going through hell. So it's the attitude. If there is a problem, for example, if a husband and wife cannot get along, they have to sit down and thrash out their differences. Or they have to unconditionally learn to accept that ये ऐसी ही है. She's never going to change. So I have to change my attitude with which I look at her. And she also has to say, okay, he's like this. He's never going to change. So I have to stop cribbing and getting irritated. I have to accept him for who and
Yes.
how he is and move on with life. So it's been a very interesting observation time for me. This
Yeah,
whole
but one
lockdown.
of the most important things that we come across right now, like the privileged society is mostly the IT society right now. So how do we actually stress and de-stress ourselves?
See, I have a very different take about these things, as usual. So, for me, I like to simplify everything. I like to make things very simple. I don't like those big fat gyan and philosophy of life ऐसी है, stress होता है, de-stress होता है. No, for me, it's very simple. What is stress? Stress is whatever is happening. I'm not okay with it, right? If lockdown is happening, I'm not okay with the lockdown, then I'm stressed. If lockdown is happening and I'm okay with the lockdown, then I'll have no stress. So if we are in a situation when we are not okay with what is happening around us, and we somehow give our mind logic to become okay with what is happening around us, then we won't have any stress. So there are a lot of people who say, yeah, I've been watching Netflix series, I've been watching so many movies, I don't sleep till 4 in the morning and stuff. It is only a distraction. So
Yeah.
basically, if I ask you to, Sanjita, just sit, okay? Don't do anything. Okay? If I ask you to just sit, don't pick up your phone, don't switch on your laptop, don't switch on your TV, just don't do anything. Okay? You
Yes.
will you will want to kill me. You will want to kill me. Are you crazy? Not do anything, matlab? So when we don't do anything, then what we are doing is we are sitting with ourselves. Okay? And the reason why we are constantly doing something or the other is because we are so uncomfortable sitting with ourselves. Really, I'm telling you. You just sit right now for the next 10 seconds. Okay, just sit and do nothing.
It's not possible.
Thank you for proving me right. See, we become so restless, no? We become so restless. So, what I'm saying is that if we have to sit with ourselves, there should be a high level of comfort.
Yeah.
You know, there should be. It is you. It is when you are giving yourself company in the perfect scenario, we should be comfortable sitting with ourselves. You know, if we are not comfortable, I can sit with myself for 2 hours, 3 hours. Yesterday, my brother from Canada sent me a thing. There's a picture of a tent in the middle of the wilderness. Matlab, you know, on an island in the middle of a wilderness, there's nothing around. So clearly, there's no internet, there's no antenna of TV, nothing. There's just a lovely tent and a beautiful island. So the question that he sent me was, could you live on this island for 3 months without TV or the internet, but with enough food for 3 months and in return for some 3 crores or 5 crores? I said, I will do it for 10 lakhs only. Because I'm absolutely in love with the idea of spending time with myself.
Yes.
Again, this didn't come naturally. It doesn't come naturally. Over the last 6, 7 years, I've trained myself to reach a point where if I have nothing to do, I mean, I can actually sit like this without my phone, without my TV, without and just enjoy my own company. Because then what I do is I start noticing, okay, what am I thinking now? What am I thinking now? Is that an analysis? Is that a conclusion? Is that a memory? So it's very interesting for me. It's like for me sitting quietly, silently with myself is like watching TV. I'm watching now. Okay, now Sonika is thinking. Now Sonika is analyzing. Now Sonika is coming to a conclusion. Now Sonika is bringing up a memory. Now Sonika is thinking about the past. Now she's thinking about the future. Now she's planning for the future. Now she's expecting something from the future. Now she's hoping to hear from somebody. Coming back to your question, which is stress. So, if we start becoming aware of ourselves and of what is happening around us in our life, it's very simple. It's like this is Sonika, and through my thoughts I can keep Sonika outside of myself. It's like I can be objective and look at Sonika. So in same way, if we can look at our life and say, come out of our own life and look at things. Okay, right now the money situation is not good. Okay, right now the economy is not good. Okay, right now the business is not good. Okay, right now our home situation is not good. Okay, and then step out of it and say, okay, what is it I can do to change that situation? Whatever I can do, I will do. And what is it that I cannot do? What I cannot do, you just leave it. If you continuously अरे क्या होगा क्या होगा क्या होगा worry, anxiety, irritation, stress, तो फिर वो de-stress करना है. De-stress is just at some point just let everything be just the way it is. The perfect de-stress is to not think that things should be different from what they are, but tell ourselves I have to accept what the situation is currently. The more acceptance we have, the less stress we'll have.
Anjali has a question for you. How to success in life? How to get success? Yeah.
Okay, I have a question in return, Anjali. What do you mean by success? What is your definition of success? Okay, and it's a very big reason why I'm asking. See, like I started this conversation talking about myself, and I said that, I didn't want to live my life being told by other people what defines my success. So I didn't want somebody to say, if you get 1 crore salary, then you're a success. I didn't want somebody else to explain to me that, if you are featuring in this many movies, this many television shows or web series, then you're a success. I decided that I'm going to decide what my success is. For me, the greatest success is even during lockdown. If I have remained sane, I've remained happy, I've remained healthy, to me that is success. It may not mean that my business is flourishing. It may not mean that I'm socializing, I'm having the best time or whatever. I've had my challenges, but to me, success is that I'm surviving in a difficult situation in a very healthy, optimistic, aware, positive way. So I'm aware कि क्या हो रहा है. I'm aware that what is coming up. So my question to Anjali was, what do you mean by success? I definitely, my brother was telling me, you really are one wacko, unconventional person. But I do not believe in hard work, determination, crazy madness running after your goals. I don't believe in any of that, but I believe in passion. I believe in, crazy love for what you do. Like, I love what I do. I can act for 18 hours and come back home, take half an hour to remove my makeup, actually sleep for 4 hours and go back to the set the next morning, again work for 18 hours, again come, and I can do this for weeks and not feel tired and not think that I'm dying. Why? Because I just love the whole craft. I love what I do. I can do a workshop for hours and hours. I've done workshops like back to back, 2 days, 3 days, 8 hours a day, talking. People like, अरे मेरा आधे घंटे में गला सूख जाता है. How can you call? अरे, I love what I do. I love pennies dropping in my audience's eyes. I love telling them that if this is the problem you have. If you look at the problem from a different way, then this problem will not be there only. So this lady went on in one workshop. She went on, my mother-in-law is like this, my mother-in-law is like this, my mother-in-law is like this, my mother. And I said, yeah, such a mean, very, very horrible lady. She is so sad for you. And then I said, tell me, you think your mother-in-law has had a very sad life? Only a very sad person can make life so difficult for somebody else. So then she started talking about how sad her mother-in-law's life was. She had lost her husband when she was very young. She had little children to take care of. She didn't have a mother when she was growing up. She grew up in an orphanage and things like that. My God, so sad. And then she started actually feeling compassionate and sad for the same mother-in-law. So what I did was I just shifted the way she was looking at something, which was
Yeah.
painful for her. And 3 weeks later, she called me saying that you told me that one thing, and now, even when my mother in law is struggling, I only feel sorry for her. That, I had parents, I had a family, I had a happy childhood, my husband is so supportive of me. So, all that, I have so much going for me, which my mother in law didn't have. So, I feel so sorry for her, and I've become so kind to her. So, her attitude is also changing. So, it's such a small thing that you look at something with new eyes, and the whole situation changes.
The whole perspective changes the situation.
Exactly. Anjali wants to be a model. Tell me about this. Okay, so a lot of people don't talk about this, or they don't tell you, but this is a secret hack in today's day and age. The best, the most I feel it is a much better way. See, there's a very hard track of you get your pictures done, you send it to all the agencies, and you follow up, and you go for auditions, and you meet all those people. So that's a very long drawn method. It could work in 1 month, it could work in 10 years. I don't know, but these days we have a much better option, and that better option is to become significant online. So if you have just started or you're going to get started as a model, my suggestion is that you start with putting up a lot of very, very good posts on Instagram, and a lot many. So you put about 5, 6 posts, 10 posts every single day about you as a model on Instagram. So what happens is then you have a lot of posts, you have a lot of visibility, a lot of people start following you, a lot of people start seeing what you're capable of doing. So if you want to also act, you can put out videos, you can put out pictures, you can put out different kinds of pictures, you can put out, nature pictures, happy pictures, sad pictures, expression pictures, black and white pictures. And you can, if you have any sort of talent, you can make videos and put them up on Instagram. The more posts you have, the more people follow you, the more people follow you, the more popular you become, the more popular you are, more and more people follow you. So then what happens is, if you become like an influencer, that's what they call people who are known online. If you become an influencer, then you will automatically be approached for modeling, for by photographers, by agencies, by brand marketers, by companies, by business owners. So you will be approached directly because you'll already have a following. So the shortest, not it's not easy, but it is simple. Everything you have to put in effort. To put out 5, 10 posts a day, you have to put that many pictures, that many creative output. So, but if you do that, then there's a very good chance that you will be noticed. So that, according to me, these is one of the shortcuts to becoming a model. So good luck. What
So
is
we
that?
have
Why being happy is not successful, rather growth and career. Okay, so if you follow a career out of love for what you do, automatically you'll have success. Automatically you'll have growth.
yes.
Automatically money will come. Automatically your business will grow. For example, there's this lady who, she bakes cakes. But she doesn't just bake cakes, she does it, in a lot of different, very creative ways. And she puts in her heart and soul. She's a friend of mine, she used to be in Dubai. So she puts her heart and soul into it. If she's making a small cake, also she'll make it look like the best cake possible that she can. So then what happens is, then her people started knowing about her, people started writing about her, people started talking about her. कितने प्यार से बनाती है, इतना दिल से बनाती है. So when you do something from the heart, then it comes across in your work. And if your work is going to be that good, automatically you'll have success, good word of mouth, good business, good money, good growth. People will come to you themselves because your passion for your work will take you forward. So that, according to me, is the best way to get to success or career growth or whatever you call it. Yeah. You had some
But
questions, no, Sanchita?
yeah, actually something related to the same thing. So the first thing is what I experienced a year before. While I graduated, I got two opportunities. One was to be a developer in Infosys,
Okay.
and the other was to be writer in another company named Zoho.
Okay.
So being a developer never actually made me happy. I was not happy to be selected.
Right.
But that position of writer in that company made me
Right.
so happy.
Yeah, because
And
that's what you're good at, right? And that you probably have a passion for writing more than you have a passion for being a developer. So recently I was talking to this guy, very young, must be about 27, and he said, I come from a family of business owners. His dad is into manufacturing of fabric and stuff, and that has been there for generations, and that's been going on for generations. But I fell madly in love with numbers at the age of 15. So he became very obsessed with numbers. He started reading books by Warren Buffett and stuff like that. And then he said, in generations, in my family, I'm the first person who became a CA. Okay, and then not just with CA, he went crazy with the CA. He went India May, US May, ye, wo. He just did so much of that CA. And today he's saying, I wake up excited about work. I can work 16, 18 hours and not get tired. In the lockdown, he's converted 76 clients. He said, I made more money now than I have in the last 5 years that I've been working. You know? So then I realized that because he's so madly in love with numbers, he just loves what he does. He was looking so happy. He was like so happy. I am so blessed. I just like so. But I know a lot of people who hate being CAs.
I know this.
They're like numbers. सारा दिन मैं numbers करता रहता हूँ. I want to kill somebody. I want to die myself. So, but here was this guy who said, I fell in love with numbers at the age of 15, and this is my parents saw. They desperately wanted me to join the family business, but they saw how much I love numbers and how much I love doing this for my clients that they started letting me work at the age of 18. And he said, I love numbers. So he's like born to do the CA job. He's born to do the CA job. Obviously, he'll do well. अब मेरी जैसे क्रिएटिव कीड़े को आप डाल दो एज कंपनी सेक्रेटरी और numbers or doing some typing. I will go crazy in 3 days. If I had to do number crunching or I have to do some logical analysis or I have to do some site survey or whatever, I'll go crazy in 3 days. But you put me in front of a camera, I'll work for 18 hours. So
That's
I do understand it's not possible for everyone to just follow their passions, but I also say this to people. People say, "Arey, mera business hai, my whole family depends on me. How can I become a singer or a songwriter?" I said, I agree. I'm not asking you to leave your responsibilities, but then you must make time to do what makes your soul come alive. So even if you are working 10 hours, 12 hours a day, you have to spend time with family, fine. Get up half an hour early in the morning. You get up half an hour earlier in the morning to do your songwriting or to sing or to dance or to work out or to do something that makes you happy. So then what happens is you feel fulfilled at some certain level. Then you don't feel drained at the end of the day. You're still full of energy because you've taken that effort to do something only for yourself. So Indians it's a very bad thing in our bringing up. Girls are taught पहले parents की सुनो, फिर husband की सुनो, फिर in-laws की सुनो, फिर बच्चों की सुनो, अपना कभी मत सुनो. We are not taught to do that. And even Indian men, parents पहले be obedient to your parents, then be obedient to your wife, then do what your children need, be obedient to your boss, to your seniors. Then what about you? Indian men also, sacrifice so much. I feel so sorry. I mean, it's very disturbing for me, to see how much pain people go through. I spent my whole life for my family. Why? Why do you not spend some part of your life for yourself?
Yeah.
It's a very incorrect way of bringing up, because if you constantly do for other people, that constant sacrifice comes and bites us in the ass. It
And
really
finally,
is.
it'll be empty and shallow.
Yeah, yeah, and that holds good for guys, girls, ladies, everybody. You know.
And
And the thing
one
is,
more thing, yeah.
no, go ahead. I can go on talking. I have so much to
So what I'm telling is, sometimes, even when you get success, you can never really be happy over it. Is there any particular reason that we can't enjoy our success?
No, I tell you what. The problem is not the success or lack of success or that we can enjoy it or not. We think our happiness depends on our success. We think our happiness depends on that success. We think our happiness depends on having that car or that house or that money or that bag or that jewelry. We think that ye mil jayega na, so I'll be happy. Okay. So I ask people simple questions. Okay. 10 years back, you had a dream. Yeah, I should have this sofa. Okay. Or I should have this Maruti car. Or I should have this kind of a dining table. Or I should have this kind of a job. You finish college, you had this dream कि एक job ना अच्छी वाली job लगनी चाहिए, then I'm sorted for life. Okay. Today, 10 years later, you have something that you dreamed of 10 years back. Okay. Like one small Maruti car, or one small table, or one sofa, or a dress, or a pair of shoes, or a bag, something. Okay. Or if it's a man, he wants to have a house for his family, or whatever it is. 10 years back, you had one dream which is fulfilled today. Okay. How many days were we okay with, having that? मेरे को सोफा मिल गया, happy for 1 day, happy for 2 days. After 5 days, you forget कि सोफा आया. I waited 5 years for a Maruti car. Maruti car, 1 day happy, 2 days happy, 5 days happy. Happiness khatam. 6th day you forget that you have a Maruti car. The thing is, our happiness does not depend on anything.
Yes.
Our happiness is inside us and we have to cultivate it. It is not natural. Because we live in such stressful times and so much is going on around us, so much is going on inside our mind, it is not natural for everybody to be happy. There are a lot of people who say, I wake up happy, I am so happy all the time. They are also lying to themselves. It is only an act that they put on for other people and an act they put on for themselves. Happiness is a habit that has to be formed, it has to be cultivated, it has to be a choice that we make every single moment. So, for example, right now, I'm talking to you, okay? And this happens for every moment. There are about 1,44,000 or something seconds in 1 day, okay? Every second we have a choice. So, I have a choice, I'm talking to Sanchita, I have a choice about, I either feel good about how I'm looking on the camera or I feel bad about how I'm looking on the camera, regardless of how I'm looking.
Yeah.
So I may say I'm looking like shit on camera, okay, and feel bad about it. Or I may say, "Arey, ye to lighting kharab hai." I'm okay. So that choice of which thought I will choose will decide whether I'm happy or not. So if I say, "Arey, I'm looking nice," I'm happy. "Arey, she's looking 10,000 times better," I'm very unhappy. You know, so what choice am I making? Or I can say, she's absolutely stunning and beautiful, but I'm not so bad. I'm still happy. Right? She's absolutely stunning and gorgeous, and I am horrible in comparison. I'm like a piece of furniture in comparison. I'll be terribly unhappy. So at every moment, Sanjita, we have a choice. ये thought लूँ या ये thought लूँ. So that's why I say it's a habit that can be cultivated. So it is not, a happiness does not depend on having one thing or one career goal achieved or one personal goal achieved or one shadi or one boyfriend or one girlfriend or having a baby or having two babies or having this house or having, yes, that gives, those are little milestones that we want to have, and it's good to have goals. So I have a very strange theory that I'm absolutely content and madly ambitious at the same time. And I believe that they are possible. So, if, for example, God forbid, if I die tomorrow, I'll die a very, very content person. But if you ask me right now how much ambition I have 500 plans for the rest of my life. You know? So, it is, so, and I'm absolutely happy now. I'm absolutely happy today, and I still want to have so many of my goals achieved. So many goals. So it does not mean when I achieve my goal, I'll become happier. I'm the happiest I can be right now because that's a choice I've made. That's a habit I'm cultivating. That's a habit I'm sticking to. When I have two possible thoughts, I pick the thought that makes me feel better. I pick the thought that feels positive. I pick the thought that feels hopeful. Give me optimism. Like right now, people are talking about the lockdown. Corona, 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 corona. And from 24th of March was the first day of lockdown. On 20th of March, I have put out on my YouTube channel, The Happy Path with Sonika Chopra, I had put out a video saying, I am not afraid of the coronavirus. तब कुछ होश नहीं थी क्या है वायरस कितना प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करेगा कुछ होश नहीं थी बट माय माइंडसेट वाज कि कुछ भी जो भी प्रॉब्लम आ रही है ना सामने से आई एम रेडी फॉर इट आई एम जस्ट ग्रेटफुल आई हैव अ हाउस दैट आई कैन जस्ट सिट क्वाइटली इन I have food coming into my house. That's all. So the attitude with which we go into it. So it's like I'm coming back to your question, which is our happiness does not last. It's not that. Our happiness cannot last if it's dependent on something.
Yes.
लॉकडाउन खत्म हो जाएगा तो मैं खुश जब लॉकडाउन नहीं था तब आप 100% खुश थे क्या नहीं ना तब भी आप क्रिप करते थे ना किसी चीज के लिए आप कंप्लेन करते थे ना देन that means you're not 100% happy. आज नहीं है फ्रीडम तो आपको फ्रीडम से लगता है कि खुशी मिलेगी but that's not true. Even when people are tied down in chains and put in prisons, even then they can be happy. So it's a mental thought process. It's a thought process, it's a choice, it's an attitude, it's a habit that can be formed. ये मेरी thinking है. बाकी of course, I mean, people
Actually,
have.
that even answers Kailash's question. He wanted to ask about how to cut short desires in luxury life.
Cut short what?
The desires in luxury life.
The desires of a luxury. Why not? You should always have desires. But the only thing you should not have is attachment. कि ये मेरी desire पूरी होगी तब भी मैं खुश होऊंगा. मैं आज भी खुश हूँ. But I'm working towards my desire of a luxurious life. Why not? Why not? People say that you should not have desire. I completely disagree. If you didn't have desire or you shouldn't have desire, then you wouldn't be born as a human being, na? Then you would have been a Buddha, or you would have been a Mahavira, or you would have been some great God Christ. But you have come from somewhere. You have come here to have desires, enjoy their fulfillment, accept the non-fulfillment, and move on. तो डिजायर होना जरूरी है. पर कुछ कुछ होता है ना. लवली डायलॉग, फरीदा जलाल सेड दैट, ख्वाब देखो लेकिन उनके पूरे होने की शर्त मत रखो. So it's very important to have dreams. I am a big dreamer. I'm a big, huge dreamer. I love, half my day goes in daydreaming. I love it. It's a beautiful pastime. I love it. I indulge it. I enjoy it. I've got a big vision board in my bedroom and stuff. So it's lovely to have desire. Why should I? I don't think. See, people say that you should control your mind. I do not agree. People say you should not have desire. I do not agree. People say you should work hard. I do not agree. People say that you should keep smiling and laughing and taking life easy. I do not agree. I don't agree. I have very different, thought process. I have shared most of it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So the next thing and the last thing of this
Yes.
segment
Yes.
is if I want to connect spiritually with myself, what should be done? Is meditation the key?
See, again, I have a very different take on spirituality. See, spiritual matlab kya? There's something more to you than being a human, right? So it's like, to me, this life, how it is, na? It's like when we go to a movie hall, na? हम अपने घर से जाते हैं, मूवी हॉल में अंदर पिक्चर देखते हैं और फिर वापस घर आते हैं. ओके. सो फॉर मी दिस लाइफ is exactly like that. So I'm living with God. I come into the movie hall of life. I live my whole life. Some good, some bad, some ugly, some happy, some sad. And then I go back home to God. So according to me, this is how life. So to me, spiritual means to remember that I was part of God. I came from God, which is a spirit. Spirit. My spirit came from God. My spirit has come to have this human experience. My spirit is going to go back. So you don't have to be spiritual. You are spiritual. Every human being, everything on the planet is spiritual. Spiritual means you're little more than just a human being.
Yeah.
Which all of us are. The only thing is, do you believe in it or do you not believe? I believe. So according to me, everybody is spiritual. So to answer your question, you don't have to be spiritual. You are spiritual, but to connect with that part of you, which according to me lives with God. So there's a part of you that lives with God, that a part of you comes back here, then that part goes back to God, right? So to connect with that part of you which is more than a human being, like I said at the beginning of the session, you just sit with yourself. People People give it a complicated name like meditation, but what is meditation? Meditation is sitting with yourself, and actually looking at Sonika from outside of Sonika. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all meditation is. When I look at my human life like an observer, that means I'm being spiritual. But it's very simple. Because I'm looking at me from outside of me. So yeah, to start with, it's a beautiful practice. It's a beautiful practice. It's amusing, it's irritating, it's annoying, it's exciting, it's enriching, it's educative, it's very interesting. To answer your question, yes, meditation is a lovely way to connect with the spiritual part of us. But I always recommend keep it simple. Watch yourself from outside your life. Simple. Watch just think my breath is going in, my breath is going out. That's it. To me, that is meditation. So I keep very, very simple. Look at Sonika from outside of Sonika's life. That is also meditation. Take 11 deep breaths. That's also meditation. You know, just sit with myself without phone, without TV, without noise, without anything. Just like this, like a statue. To me, even that is meditation. To put my full 100% concentration on the work I'm doing, whether I'm writing a book, whether I'm writing a script, whether I'm shooting a video. To me, that is also meditation because I'm putting in, every part of me into what I'm doing. So,
Like introspecting yourself.
not just like for me, talking to Sanchita, but giving her my 100% is also meditation because I'm doing what I like. I'm connecting with somebody I'm liking, and I'm hoping to, talk to other people also.
That's great, Sonika. Meditation is just looking yourself from outside.
From outside of your life, yeah.
So that's the thing I'm going to take from today. And your way of putting things simply than rather use the huge ideology.
Yeah, I don't believe in very complicated philosophy. Life is simple. We have to make it even simpler. That's
Yeah.
actually with my brand, The Happy Path, Sanchita, that is my idea, there are a lot of gurus there, a lot of mentors, there are a lot of very advanced, enlightened people. But what I want is to help people see कि यार ये हमारे टाइप की लड़की है. She's going through our kind of life. So, so when I share things, tips and techniques like this, I want people to say, हाँ ये तो कर ही सकता हूँ. I can sit with myself for 3 minutes. उसमें क्या है? So I want complicated things like meditation to become normal everyday things. I want that people are sitting in a traffic jam, आधा घंटा instead of talking on the phone, stressing, getting angry, anxious. I want them to learn the whole art of meditation. You can sit in a traffic jam and actually meditate. You can actually manifest कि अभी रेड लाइट है 15 मिनट से अभी अगले 3 मिनट में I will be 3 kilometers away. And it's possible. I do it all the time. So I want all these very complicated spiritual techniques and tips to become very normal, everyday secret hacks. That's my desire with my brand.
Superb, Sonika. I'm looking forward to more collaborations with you.
Yes,
To
and I
have
will update you
more
next time I'm
questions.
doing a happiness workshop. You please come and attend.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I'll share a video with you about what I do, so you can have a better look and better understanding. All right?
Yes, yes. And
All
looking
right.
forward to collaborate more.
Me too. Me too. All right. All the best, Sanchita. Thank you for having me
You
today.
too.
Such a lovely
You
conversation. I'm
too.
feeling like I'm meeting with a friend of long ago. Very nice. You have a
Have a
lovely
great
vibe.
day.
You have a lovely
You
vibe. God bless. You have a good Sunday evening. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
See you. Thanks.